Good morning, everyone. Lee Henson here, president and founder of AgileDad, and it's time for today's edition of the Daily Stand-Up. Without any further ado, let's get started. This week, we're celebrating MythBusters Week. I thought it'd be fun to call out the top 10 myths about applying business agility in your enterprise. Somebody turned over an article to me that covered some of these myths, and I wanted to refresh your memory on these myths and bring up where I stand on those, because I think that it might give you some guidance. So for today, I wanted to start off by covering myth number one. Myth number one, it says here, quote, agility is hype. Now, that's interesting because I want to talk about the first mention of business agility. So one of the first mentions of business agility that I could find after doing some thorough research and some digging came from a book called Industrial Dynamics by Jay Forrester. Now, this book was an incredible book, and it talked about things that happened during the Industrial Revolution and how businesses can pivot and adjust and make differences in whatever field they're trying to practice. And it was published by MIT Press. It's a pretty impressive novel, so to speak, quote unquote. It has lots of good detail, lots of good ideas. You know, it's one of the books that I put in my book list that I recommend for classes. And I think the best part about this book is when it was published. So this book was published in, drumroll, 1961. So business agility has been around forever. You know, business agility really is just the difference between doing things in a way that, you know, traditionally lines up with the values that you're trying to achieve, or not doing it in a way that lines up with the values you're trying to achieve. And I think that agility by now, we can all realize that agility is a proven concept that's here to stay. You know, we've also already proven that Agile unlocks value, especially when it's been pressure tested in different industries, and it's been codified into playbooks and best practices and Agile principles and certifications and regular classes and scaled classes and lions and tigers and bears, oh my. You know, I hear people all the time saying, oh, that whole Agile thing, it's just hype, it's going to go away, or, you know, I'm trying that new Agile thing, or, you know, we tried that Agile's just going to go away, or, you know, and the truth is, even if you go through the review and you look at, you know, extreme programming, dynamic systems development method, lean, Kanban, Kaizen, Deming theory of constraints, you know, go down a list. There's so many different ways, not to mention all the different scaling methods. There's safe and less and Nexus and scaled Scrum and Scrum at scale. And I mean, disciplined Agile delivery. There's just so many things out there that prove that there is value in agility. So I am going to review this myth with you through the lens of AgileDad coaching. So if you look at it this way, the myth, quote, says agility is hype, end quote. I am going to argue that agility is hype. It's excitement. It's hyperactive. It's energy. And I think that it's something that you need to invest in. Oftentimes, I feel like people don't make the investment. And when you don't make the investment, then agility is nothing more than just hype or buzzwords or excitement. It is proven, and it has been proven in many different cases, no matter what the industry. I've seen this applied in business, finance, insurance, retail, entertainment, you name it, not just software or hardware. And what I could see is that no matter what organizational business we try to prove this in, whether it's the government, Department of Defense, or whether it's, you know, space exploration, it doesn't matter where you try to apply this, Agile has a home. And I think that the big confusion is the application of the business agility. So overall, if you ask me, is agility a hype? My answer would be agility is excitement, but it's certainly not a hype. A hype to me is something that you break down and discover that it's not going to follow up. It's something that's going to charge you for a short term and lead you to a specific place, but then it's not going to provide you any additional value. So in my eyes, agility is way more than a hype. It's excitement, it's fun, it's high energy, it's a way of getting things done, and it's a way of producing, you know, high quality products and services in a fast way. So myth number one, agility is a hype, or agility is hype. I'm going to say it's busted, because agility is just absolutely amazing if it's applied correctly within your organization. So we're going to keep these short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed this segment. We absolutely love everyone who subscribed. We appreciate you, and we encourage you to tell your friends and family and others about this. Anyone in your organization who could use this extra 10-minute-a-day recharge. We hope to cover more Agile topics, and we encourage you to submit your Agile topics to learn more at AgileDad.com, where we can review those and get those on a future episode of the Daily Stand-Up. And as always, we encourage you to visit AgileDad.com, where you can learn more about this topic and any other. Until next time, my friends, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile. Do take care.